Hello. Hopefully now we're not muted. Thanks, bud. Welcome, welcome. We're just gonna keep on keeping on, man. Get my stuff together. I think it should be bright enough in here. Okay. I hear audio from that. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna do a quick audio check on my horizontal stream, if that's okay with you. Yeah, give me a hot second. Because it was showing that my mic was muted. And my volume is low. It's always it's always something. It's always something. Boom. Let's see. I'm just curious if why it changes on me all the time. I figured I was thinking about you. All right, give me a hot second. That's so funny. All right, quick audio check. Okay, horizontal good, vertical low. That's so weird. All right, we good there. All right. So always something, brother. Yeah, my levels do sound weird, low. Let me turn these off and turn them back on. That's what happens when you go live. Nothing ever works out the way you want it to. Got any plans for the weekends, brother? I don't need this anymore. My hand's cold. Dude, I moved down here and just lost all the ability to generate body heat. All right, let's go. I think I might work on. I am going to work on. Let's see here. I'm going to add some texture to the wall. I'm going to add texture to the wall. I'm going to add black to the figure, to the shadow. I'm going to paint his leg, but let me see if we can work on this just so that I hear you. Not that I travel overseas, but that's cool. I'm going to do this thing here. Hopefully I can get this right. Where's my water brush at? My coconut. Very close. Yeah, our weekends here at Casa de Mello is usually finding a chore to complete. But it seems to be, I think it's gonna be a pretty chill weekend. So I'm just using an old shipping envelope, shipping label envelope for the plastic, and I'm gonna put some dark like that, a little bit wet. Right on it. Give you guys a little bit of BTS. And I'm just gonna press on the page. You might even give it a little streak if you like. I don't know if it's gonna work considering the oh, it'll work. All right. And all I'm doing is pressing down, and you want that type of variation. You probably can't see it on my vertical, but I'm creating those type of organic smooches. And when it dries, it's going to give me the right amount of variety for stone. You can use it for stone. You can use it depending on the type of color. If this was a ground, it would have been different type of shading, darker, more orangey colors or dark brown colors. If I was doing a more full color type painting, I would have more blues in here and greens to accentuate the gravel and the brick. You guys might not see this in the vertical, but trust me, I am doing it. Yeah, man, anytime you can let it happen organically, I say do it. And then when it dries, all you're going to do is accentuate those marks that you created, that were created. There really is no wrong or right way. You want variety. And you can do it as much as you want. Just trying to make sure all that stuff, if I get it on the white part, it's fine. I'm going to paint over it. It's going to be layers like crazy. You can add edges here. I'm going to get some more. And I'm just going to get, this is why I enjoy using a dirty palette, meaning a palette that's been used. You get a ton of variation already. My big old coconut's in the way, so let me see if I can move my face cam here. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's kind of funny. That's not what I wanted either. Let's do this real quick. That's what I get. You know what? That'll work. I'll leave it there for now. You can what's the word I'm looking for? Place it and give it a little record skip. That'll add some really cool variations as well. Let me fix this face cam. There's always something. I don't know why I just can't leave well enough alone. No, I don't know what I did. Was it this one? Wait, was that one? Okay. That. Would you guys mind if I put my face on the palette instead? Bam. Don't mind if you guys hear my wife. My awesome wife works from home. I'll just put up the tunes. All right. Not too loud. It's too early. All right. When these marks dry, it's going to have, and you can already see the variations when they dry. So it's going to look cool. What did I do? I think the only thing I did off screen 2 days ago was I realigned where the brick and mortar was going to be, just because it was a bit chaotic. But yeah, oh yeah, man. So cheap painting ideas. I don't know if you can. You could probably use Saran wrap or cling wrap, and this might get the same effect. I know that in watercolor they do something like that, where you saturate the page and then use Saran wrap on top to create organic rock looking shapes. Yes, I will be doing the whole thing in gray tone. I'm trying to keep in line the black and white aesthetic of the comic. I really hope it comes through when it's done, because it's going to be heavy gray tones. I still have the OG one, so I might redo it in color just to see, because I am really jonesing to do a color painting again. Like get the palette going. So we shall see. So those variations are cool. And now all I got to do is figure out where the light is coming from, and it's really from the top down. So when this dries, I can use that same gray color, that gray shade, and get in there. Yeah, I think the only thing they're doing in color is the cover, from what I've seen from the anthology, and from what I've seen Kurt say in his streams or in his previous videos. So I hope he's gonna be cool with this. I showed him the pencil, and he was digging the pencil. So, and then to hit him with the color, the painting, I hope he's cool with that. Just want to move this so we can see the chat. Yeah, y'all don't mind if my face is in the palette. I think that'll be funny. I think I went a little too dark, so I'm gonna have to start doing a lot more layers of white and blending over. But I like how rough the textures, how much texture it gets. I would like to. Maybe I can redo. Maybe I could print out the original again and see what it would look like with just black and white. Get some heavy black and whites on there. Maybe I'll do that. I'll have to check out. I try to stay away from my studio here on the weekends, because I'm in this room Monday through Friday for hours, either studying or painting or drawing or something. Obviously, this is where I do most of my stuff. I'll occasionally step out to read a book or go through some stuff, but I'm trying to avoid weekends being online. But I do like checking out Doc's Saturday show. And oh no, not Doc's, the Don's show on Saturday. I just love the theme music. And I might have to check out Kurt's Sunday stream. So how we looking? All right. So this is almost better with a watercolor style brush, something that holds a lot of water. This is the new brush that I bought. Let's see if it'll work. So I'm going to find my lines again and just paint where the shadows are going to be. And it'll quickly start getting shape. And on these cracks and crevices here, I'll show you real quick. because I'm going to make it the light from above. Put a little shading on the upper part of those dynamic shapes that we created with the immediately going to start creating a 3D effect. And later on, I'll I'll get some white and highlight the bottom. My work. I think that's my wall right there. Yeah, I need something to separate our hero. Oh yeah, that looks good on camera. Yeah. When I figured or discovered this method of doing the brick and mortar effect, when I did the Fisto painting for Rob Norton. And then I did it again for the other piece I did for him for his Maximus image. All right. Now we can just draw a brick. Charlie, I don't think I ever asked you. There was a piece you was doing where you used gesso. I don't think you ever did a follow up. And if you did, I'm sorry if I missed it. Oh, no follow up. Did you keep it though? Hopefully you kept it. Oh, that's all right. The next one. I've lost the kind of like the geometry of the brick wall, and it's okay. So I'm kind of I can still see in some of my lines. So that's what I'm following, but I'm going really loose. I really don't care for it. The more variety, the better it'll look in the end, in my opinion. In my opinion, of course. I'd like to try it again. I'm going to begin more washes. Yeah, man. I think you should, man. You got an eye for it. Uh, you just gotta train the other parts. Dude, I'm really excited though for on Monday, March 2nd. I'm just gonna draw his hand in here. At 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, I was finally able to confirm schedule with my boy Julio Cesar Petrini. He's an amazing watercolor gouache and color pencil airbrusher. He's just an amazing artist. And he's a really cool dude. He's going to join me on the stream on Monday. I'll probably still be working on this. I think he's going to be messing around with something new. And I think that's going to be cool. That's going to be fun to do. I hear you. The Zipatone is fun, but very expensive. Some water pens that are mixed into the ink. I think you'll like that too. I don't do enough of it. Even when I was doing watercolor, I wasn't doing enough of it. Washes like that, considering that all watercolor is washes. Jen Meharusha. I'll call you Jan from here. Thank you. I appreciate the compliment. I have some zips that I used once. I love the effect. I don't know if I have the patience to cut this stuff out. I would like to do one piece doing that. Where's my brick? Might be a little too dark. This is such a hot mess. I have some fresh sheets of Zipatone. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Uh, my camera keeps shutting off. What? It's like, no, remove the visage. Julio jumping on. Once that's dry, I can go back with some darker colors. With darker tone to really emphasize. Yeah, I don't know what's happening. My maximize. Yeah, I don't know what's going on here. And I didn't press nothing. I ain't pressed nothing. Taxing everything. I just gotta stop messing with stuff. Thought there was a way to go full screen, but I don't want to mess with that. I'm just gonna leave it as is and keep going. Work over here. Yeah, that black Hemingway. It's not Hemi. That black creative, whatever that brand is. I don't think I'll be buying that again. I can't even see where I put it. You definitely see a lot of granules in it. It like begins to break apart and it dries really chalky. All right, that actually works better for a watery mix than it does. I was trying to ink with this brush and it just wasn't. It was like, no, I didn't agree with it. I might need a bigger brush. And then later, if it still stays really chalky looking, I'm gonna break out the black acrylic, and that'll definitely give it the pop that I'm looking for. This is gonna look so extreme because I didn't put any gray underneath it, but we gonna be all right. This brush might be too big for what I want it. One of the things that I need to work with as artists, when especially doing this stuff live, is I need to be okay with the progression of the piece. I can't try to rush because people are watching, because it always adds a really weird clock, non-existent clock in your head when doing these pieces. Um, I'm not sweating the deadline anymore. I shouldn't even be. Uh, I think Kurt is cool with what I sent him in terms of the pencil. So as far as I know, I'm okay until the next deadline. But I also need to think about my other pieces and just let it happen. What I actually wanted to try to do is paint. One thing I haven't done with paints at all is no pencils and just go in with paint. Like do my sketch lines with a light wash of color. That's something I haven't done yet or tried to do yet. We chilling today, man. That's one thing I wanted to do today. Just get in the groove. Who? Wait, what I miss? He has to do it. That's your favorite winking one. That's good. Yeah, it was in play. Oh, what I miss? That's funny. Oh. Hi, Susan. How are you? Good morning. How are you? That's funny. Say less. Say less. The uh, the voice to chat. It's Friday and it's refusing to work today, so I don't blame it. with the nose sketch. Yes, it's something that I've always been wanting to do, and just never did it. Again, it's a lot of the stuff that I've dealt with is more confidence issues. But I mean, I should be able to just knock something out. No camera, no nothing. Yeah, I ain't got to see everything. I might have to stand up earlier than usual today. It is believed that I have a compressed disc on my back, which is causing all of my discomforts. And that sucks. No, it's not good. I thought it was muscle spasms, which I'm sure it still is. And I think it's just gotten worse throughout the years. What can you do? To confirm, though, I'm gonna get an X-ray for realsies, but and that's what my appointment was the other day. So tis what it is. We'll make it happen. So you guys are wondering what I'm peeking at? I'm looking at a couple of things in the monitor in front of me. Although I have the pencil sketch behind me, the original pencil sketch for this painting. In front of me, I have a playback. I have the chat here on my left, and I have a playback of the vertical stream that I can see straight from the top down. What do you guys see? So that one, it helps me look at it at a proper perspective. I also have the scanned image of the drawing in front of me as well. So I'm redefining and finding my lines again. Because they get painted over. Oh yeah, I do have a standing desk. Yeah, I'm gonna stand up in a moment. I don't actually mind painting standing up. Glasses adjust. I'm gonna get those librarian straps for my glasses, or some Velcro. Let's get some form here. I don't really care that it's messy because I can blend all this stuff in. This layer of paint is actually kind of wet, and this will let me blend in with my round brush. Stand all morning, 9 to 5, then I can sit. Is that right? Is that right? The issue that I end up going through is that we have the foam roller, so which I'm enjoying. But because it feels good, I think I am overstretching. So now, not only do I believe I have a couple of compression discs back there, I'm also stressing the muscles around them by overstretching. For name one thing, something else. Vascular. Start adding these details now so that I can layer around them later. Do you though? Do you stand all day? All right, let's do that. Arise! Poquito más. It always scares me to do that because there's so much stuff on my table. And I'm always afraid something's going to fall off. That's kind of cool. I'm gonna have to try that out. I used to exercise. My wife and I used to exercise a lot a few years ago. We looked fantastic, and I don't want to do that again. That's the honest truth. That level of commitment. It's for the birds, man. And we got tons of equipment at home here. But laziness gets the best of me. And I'm sure that the nightly ice cream on a waffle cone isn't helping the situation. But it is the price I'll pay. Take a look. Take a look. Yeah, I think the only thing because I don't have all the full black in there, it just looks a little bit washed. Right there. I need to add more color on this side because he is standing over it. So yeah, I think I just need to go a little darker here. But I kind of like the way it looks. I'm looking at everything. Looking at everything. He's so exaggerated. We ripped is so funny. I think once I add the sharp black and the highlights, we'll start working a little bit different. I live on the fourth floor of my Buffy building. I force myself to go outside and run up and down for the flights in between paint sessions and after dinner. It sucks. Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, we have we got to pick a window here. Today will be perfect to take my doggo on a walk. So we might do that after this. We got to pick and choose what days is good for him just because of the weather. We don't take him out when it's too hot. Don't want him to burn on his paws. But even on those days, this year, my wife and I we're gonna commit. But yeah, we went nuts with the exercise fads, and we did the whole P90 and Shanti's Insanity, and we did Body Beast. Your boy got ripped. My honey was ripped. He was looking nice. My doctor actually asked if I was taking the illegal supplements. So of course I was like, no, bro. Straight natty, jug of milk. That's a lie. The question was real. My response was like, no. Can I get some? You know anywhere I can get some? Thank you. Yeah, and I think I'm going through sorry for the expression, like the artist blindness, where I've been looking at it already for almost a week, right? I started on Tuesday. So all I see is the midtone, but I have to be okay with it. Yeah, I was this close to asking, can I get some? You know any place I can get some? But yeah, dude, it's just an IT guy, freaking nerd, ripped to the gills. No. So I thought that was funny. But we liked it. We liked challenging ourselves and challenging each other. But yeah, like most things, it was a phase. That lifestyle is expensive. It really is. It doesn't. This country doesn't make it easy for you to be healthy, right? Because when you're healthy, you start cutting down stuff. So what they do is they jack up the price on things that your body does need. So, my opinion. Did I see that 160th pilot? They got the medal on with his shirt off. I'm gonna have to check it out. Grub. I lost it there a bit. You know who this dude looks like? What was it? Was his name Turbo? Was his name Turbo from American Gladiators? It wasn't Nitro. Could have been Nitro. Now I'm gonna have to start googling American Gladiators. I'm getting douchebag vibes off of this dude, so maybe that's why he looks like an American Gladiator. Do you even barbarian, bro? Do you panda? Oh, the American Gladiators? Man, that was used to be my jam. All right. Okay, okay. All right, let's see if we can add some highlights to these, just so I can get a feel of what we're doing here. If it's gonna be there. You guys can't really see that much, so let me see if I can do it down here. This is probably the hardest part because I'm kind of like guessing what the. It's gonna have to be here. I'll zoom in on the camera in a moment. We can actually throw some watery washes here. All my colors on my palette are kind of contaminated. Not in the sense that they're all mixed in. So I'm not getting any true white or black. So even my highlights are dull. But I think we can work with it. I have the Ultimate Warrior. That, you know what? I'll have to scan this and to just keep changing who I say it is. Yeah, that stuff is going to come alive up there once I start adding more darks. No, so the white paint is Hemi. The black, where the frick did I put it? Is something called Creative something. I really did misplace my black gouache paint. I had it. I was mixing it. You know, I probably put it someplace. And as soon as I crash out of here, I'll see it. Oh, here it is. this brand of Hemi jelly gouache, which I don't like, but I'm gonna use the heck out of it. It dries very chalky. It dries very chalky on the page, and then it gets really chalky and crumbly on the palette. And you could begin to see particulates. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It almost looks like marble because of it. So, not, but I think I'm okay with it. I'm going to end up changing over to black acrylic to really get that look I'm looking for, that sharpness that I'm looking for. Scoochy scooch. But it does what I needed to do, I guess. That's going to be full black, full black, full black. I need more variety over here. But I do still have my Hemi gouaches. I still want to finish them before I start messing with Artezas, but I do like the Arteza brand and the way they feel. And I think I'll end up having them for a while because a little goes a long way with gouache. This might be too dark, but that's okay. Let's see what it do. Not really dark enough. It's too wet. So what that's going to do is when it dries, is it might actually pull up the bottom layer. The only benefit of that is you'll get variation in the shadow. So it'll look like you added a ton of detail. and it'll give you layers of shadow instead of a straight silhouette. It'll look like there's variety and crinkle crackles. I am going to remove that. Get that there. Take that off. M-Gram has honey in it, no crumbs. That's cool. This thing keeps crashing. Boom! The my this thing keeps crashing on me, so it might be the chat. So I'm just gonna keep it open on the side. I do, for whatever reason, feel rusty. But that is I think the ugly stage from rearing its head, and I'm like, oh, it doesn't look like the way I'm intending to, where my mind thinks it should be at. But it's way too early. Yeah, Susan, I was saying, I think it was yesterday, about Hemi gouaches, I think, being a respectable student grade gouache. And I think once a new painter kind of like cuts their teeth on it, it would be time to invest on higher quality. No offense, Hemi. You're still my jam, but. And I don't normally do swatches, but I did do swatches for the. I did swatches for the gouaches that I have. Gouaches that I have. What the heck is wet? And you can definitely tell a difference. So I'm actually looking forward to moving on. But yeah, I do have a sentimental attachment to the Hemi. trying to see what it looks like on screen here. Yeah, look at that. I'm just trying to mix it, and it just broke apart. And I've never had that happen with Hemi, even having it dry and left on the palette. It's quite frustrating. I used to do, and then I had to try them to see if there was anything. Yeah, I can dig that too. The main difference being that the cheaper ones do break off your paintings. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's why it's hard sometimes to give recommendations. One, because I'm biased. I've only used really the Hemi and the Arteza once or twice. I have some Holbeins that I'm dying to try because again, their quality looks really good, but I haven't done anything with them. And I don't know. I haven't done this enough to be an authority on it. I just want to do some art. I, for realsies, started painting 6 years ago. You want to see my first painting? It was with acrylic. Do I have it? I think it's in my wife's room. But then when I was learning how to paint acrylic, I was looking at a lot of videos for landscapes because I didn't really know what to look for to learn. And doing landscapes, you get to mix a lot of stuff, mix your colors. So I just followed a lot of YouTube videos. That's really my first attempt at painting for realsies. And then I did a Deadpool. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can. Wow. This isn't the first one, but it was one of the first. Not too shabby. It's cute. Oh, there it is. Okay, sorry. This one. This was the absolute first painting I did with acrylic on my anniversary, on Valentine's Day. Aw. All I know is that you're snapping an ankle coming off of that swing there. I painted it for my wife, for me and my wife. Oh. On my Valentine, on our anniversary. And then kind of like, I always have to go monochrome. So this was fun to do. One of my last acrylic paintings was this. Was Kami House from DBZ. Because everything ends up going that way. Yeah, I'll do this. Good little Goku. And then I sold one painting, and it was a Naruto in training. Naruto from the anime. If you guys know, you know that one. Which I might have. I actually have a video of that, a time lapse of that on my channel. I'll put the link. And then I went from that. I stopped for whatever reason. I just could not mix anything. Nothing came out right. I stopped for a couple months and then I couldn't do anything. And it got really frustrating. So I quit. I quit that and I tried alcohol markers. And I went from the alcohol markers to watercolor. Yeah, and I don't know why. I don't know why gouache stuck with me. I really don't. Because I think this stuff that I do with gouache, I could probably do with acrylic. Oh yeah, that Dragon Ball set is one of my absolute favorites. I had a Totoro around here somewhere. But yeah, I didn't take painting seriously until 2 years ago when I rebranded the channel. Those are my knees. Oh, my knees. I'm gonna make it dark underneath them. So maybe give it a vignette look. I've always wanted to try painting. That was always one of the things ever since I was watching, young and watching Bob Ross. It just never really panned out growing up and trying it. And when I went to school, when I went to college, they introduced us to charcoal. And I was like, I don't have to paint at all. I can just do charcoal stuff. do pencil stuff. But it was always something that I wanted to do. Me too. I was thinking about acrylic gouache. I think the only difference is that it dries a lot faster and it won't come up. So if that's the case, might as well just use acrylic. But I think the benefit of being able to do washes the way you can with gouache, and then allow being able to layer on top of it the way you can with acrylic. I've seen some amazing acrylic gouache. What school did I go to? I went to a school in Boston called the Catherine Gibbs School. It was originally a secretary school. That's what it started out as, and then it expanded, and then they added a arts program, and I had the benefit to be the second class. I really don't have too much good things to say about it, except that I met some amazing people. One of them being my best man. The other passed away too soon. R.I.P. Garfield Foster. And my other brother from another mother, Chris Monaco. Sean Crystal uses acrylic gouache. Do I know Sean Crystal? I'm sorry. Let me move this a bit so you guys can actually see that stonework. It's your boy's a mason. A mason. You get that? Bad puns on a Friday? Is it allowed? I would like to try it. There's so many things I want to try in terms of art supplies, but ooh, ink pulp with Jim Mayfood, and Eric Canet. And Matt Scalera. I got some of Matt's how to draw. What is his? What's his? Is how to draw heroes and villains. It's not dynamic. I got dynamic in my head, but it's not dynamic. Thank you, Susan. I really appreciate your time. Have an amazing Friday. Have an amazing weekend. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one. I'm waiting for you to do your own stream so we can jump on and yell at you. I'm kidding. But I would like, not kidding of us watching you, kidding the yelling part. But have an amazing weekend. Thank you again. I think I have them. I think based off of your recce's, I'm subscribed to them. I haven't gotten a chance to check out any of their shows. They're constantly reminding me on IG. I'm putting this Bristol board is suffering with these layers. You can take it, buddy. You can take it. See if we can get some cracks. Striking conglomerate. I didn't think I was gonna enjoy painting as much until I started doing my own stuff though. Straying away a bit from like looking at other people's work to try to figure it out. But drawing my own stuff, looking at other people's and trying to mix it into mine. But sometimes you end up losing yourself. There's a ton of texture on the top, and then it just kind of dies down. I might have to add more as we go. Let me see. All right. Leaning back to try to get a view of this thing. Add some of this gray on some of these spots to add some dimension. More dark here. Some brickwork here. I could also use, instead of using how I did the trick to do the, I could just splash it. Splash! But all of that's going to stand out once I start adding more highlights. Do his gauntlets. Figure out how I'm going to do the sword. Let's add some color to them thunder ties. There's also a way to use that round brush to do feathers and texture for his loincloth. Let's see if I can pull that off. Come on, don't be dry on me now, man. I'm gonna have to work on that lathe. Creaky chair. All right, how are we gonna do this? All right, that looks like loin cloth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bite the bullet and get those. Get that hammy. Louis Alva, how you doing, brother? I appreciate it. Dude, I think uh, for the first time, like I had a feeling that you were a tattoo artist, uh, but it was confirmed with that last piece that you showed. It that looked just in a good way. I don't mean it to shoehorn you in that spot, but I'm like, yeah, that style is dope. That was really cool. What am I doing? 92 minutes? That's not too shabby. I like doing these morning sessions just because you end up getting the rest of the day off. Not like I work, but get to do chores and hang out with the wifey. Hey, let me see. It had a face on it. This one habit that I need to get rid of. Give me a second. I'll be embarrassed if it weren't you, man, but I think it was. It had a gnarly looking face. Where are you? Where are you? Louis Alva. Bap, bap, bap. Leave it to me and I won't be able to find it now. I know for a fact I saw it. Yeah. Wacky face character. The marker drawing. Oh, man. That Lobo is great. That Batman drawing is great. All of these are freaking great. That Spawn one you did was awesome. The second one you did. When did that come out? Yesterday? Yeah, man. I'm going to thumb it up. I saw it and I didn't thumb it up. Yeah. It's the one you titled Wacky Face Character Marker Drawing. It was on like a small sketch card. Yeah, it came out cool. I'm watching it again right now. I should comment. This one was dope. No, that thing looks amazing. Would you say that was the truest form of your style? Something that because I know that when we draw other people's characters, Batman, Lobo, and things like that, that we kind of stick to their traditional look and sense. Is that look because there's no reference? It's kind of you going in on your own creativity. You feel like that was closer to your art style? Over here, boop, booping and bapping. Alrighty. Oh yeah, now there seems to be some movement here. And no rule drawing, yeah. It looks cool. It looks really cool. I think that those are sometimes the best interpretation of what our styles are when you just kind of like let it out, make it happen. I'm trying to think because even with these, even with this crumb and the stuff that I've been doing lately, they still have a peek at somebody else's artwork, right? Like I didn't invent Black Panther and I didn't invent Deathlock or Juggernaut, maybe the Samson one a little, but I still use reference with my models. Let me see. These maybe is kind of like cartoonish look, but even still, it's supposed to be Master Roshi, so that doesn't even help my cause. You know, I might have to just start just letting loose one day. I think I do too much fan art, and maybe I should close my blinds so you can see my face. Let's see what we're looking at. So the stone is gonna have to move. I gotta paint his hand. Oh, thank you. I think there is one drawing that I have. Let me see. Let me see. Oh no. It's a pencil drawing of what's supposed to be my wife and I. My wife and I have been together a long time. So I was making fun of that. I was making fun of the idea that her and I have been together for so long. So I drew us as kids. So that little pimply face dude's supposed to be me. A doggy. I love this face. I love this thing. This thing makes me laugh. The evolution of you see, yeah, but most of these is either somebody else's creation or my interpretation of it. And I think maybe where are you? It's in one of these. Sorry, I do this all the time. Oh, I digress. And probably this drawing here. I was having a bad one, so excuse the language. It's just the dude just getting wrecked, and he's tried everything to try to stop the person that's yoking him up. to the point where he's trying to use telekinesis, telepathy, but it's definitely not working. That's one of my favorites. Yeah, and it looks just like I do a ton of stuff with little models or something like that. So, but if I had my druthers, it'd probably be this one here. Need my watercolor of Batman. Coming in for the kiss. Oh, getting kissed. That makes me laugh. I wanted to make stickers out of this. Maybe I still can. This is some of my watercolor stuff. When I was starting out watercolor and marker. I forget her name, but she's from Attack on Titan. What the heck was her name? The scarf just looks like a giant fruit roll up. Nicki Minaj? No, I'm kidding. It's supposed to be Princess Toadstool. Just waiting for Mario. And my attempt at doing Ariel. Yeah. Not my best stuff, but I like looking at them. All right, let's see if we can get some more texture on those walls. So yeah, man. Sorry, I'm excited for Monday. Monday, I'm actually gonna schedule it now. Me and my Julio. It's gonna be fun. And you, Seb, we gotta schedule a paint together, man. Maybe we can do a Tommy theme something for your second issue. Yeah, dog, get shushed. These pigments are too watery. No, I was saying yes and no. I started on a tangent and then I threw you in there. So I was saying about next Monday how I'm going to be on with Paint Bud Julio Cesar, and I was saying that I would love to try to schedule a day to do a stream with you, Mike. Yeah, Mike. Ooh, my ears are ringing. Yeah, it'd be kind of cool. No pressure, just mess around. Just how, honestly, man, to make it feel like a couple of goobers sit next to each other drawing. No pressure, bro. Yeah, because now that I'm doing restream. All right, brother, you have a good one, man. If I don't see you later on today, have a fantastic weekend. I'm gonna be out of here in a few minutes as well. I'm getting my lean in, so my back is killing me. You got a couple of peeps watching. I appreciate you. If you are there, say what up at the chat. Leave a question, leave a like. If you're new, hit that subscribe. Appreciate it. Appreciate your time. If you're curious what it is that I am painting, this is for an anthology series for Crom the Barbarian. Find out a ton about this character and the anthology if you visit cromthebarbarian.com. There's also a channel here on YouTube, Crom the Barbarian, and you'll get a ton of info. You get to hear from a lot of enthusiastic artists that are working on it, especially the main dude, Kurt Bruegel. Today, really, I wanted to focus on around the character. So a lot of the building blocks around him. I will be working on this next week as well. So if you're still interested in that, check me out then. If you are feeling obliged to support your bro, take it easy, man. You can check out my Etsy store and my coffee shop for original art or just to drop some gratuity. I appreciate it. Start adding highlights to these stones like this. It's going to be on the right and underneath. But that'll be all for the next 7 minutes. I will throw on this thing up here, my captions. You can check out where you can support me. Just greatly appreciate it. And let the music play us out.